Hi, this is IIM from Mockat. Today, we are sharing the news for 23rd February, continuing the series to help you prepare for WAT and personal interview to get you into IIMs and top B schools. The actual news articles from which we have taken these key points are listed out at our daily news section in our website. The link for our website is given below. To get more information about the interview process, follow our Telegram channel where you can get access to WAT and personal interview content from 99.9 plus percentailers. The link to the Telegram group is in the description. Today's 5 news headlines are: India ratings pegs financial year 25 GDP growth at 6.5%, says signs bullish for private capex. RBI MPC minutes suggest India is in a Goldilocks scenario. Google introduces Gemma open source AI models. What does it mean for responsible AI? Byju's investor consortium moves NCLT against rights issue. First moon landing by private company. What it means for lunar exploration. The first news for the day is India ratings pegs financial year 25 GDP growth at 6.5%, says signs bullish for private capex. India's GDP is expected to grow by 6.5% in 24 to 25, according to India Ratings and Research. While this would represent a decline from the Statistics Ministry's first advance estimate of 7.3% for the current financial year, the prospect of the private investment cycle bodes well for the economy. If the general election puts the current government back in power, then the pace of private corporate investment may be faster because there will be a continuity. India Ratings forecast is broadly in line with that of the Reserve Bank of India in terms of inflation, with consumer price inflation seen at 5% in the first quarter of 2024 to 25 before easing to 4.1% in July to September. The next news for the day is RBI MPC minutes suggest India is in a Goldilocks scenario. With an inflation and growth forecast of 4.5% and 7% each for financial year 25, India's policymakers are inferring that the economy is in a Goldilocks scenario. However, economists say they must err on the side of caution. A Goldilocks scenario is one where the economy is not hot enough to give inflation a fillip, but growing fast enough to evade a recessionary environment. The 6 members of the Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee broadly agreed that there will be a need to be vigilant, but there is some comfort in retail inflation in India. RBI's Deputy Governor Michael Patra spoke of sustainable and inclusive growth while flagging the fact that the private capital expenditure cycle is yet to gather steam. Google introduces Gemma open source AI models. What does it mean for responsible AI? Google in the past few months has introduced its Gemini models, large and mid-sized models meant for complex tasks. The newly unveiled Gemma is a lightweight, smaller model aimed at helping developers worldwide build AI responsibly. Gemini is a family of lightweight, state-of-the-art open models that has been built using the same research and technology used in Gemini models by Google DeepMind. Gemma is being offered in two model sizes, Gemma 2B and Gemma 7B, which have been released with pre-trained and instruction-tuned variants. Google has said that the pre-trained and instruction-tuned Gemma models can run on laptops, workstations, or even on Google Cloud. Google claims that Gemma has been designed in compliance with AI principles. The tech giant has said that to make Gemma pre-trained models safe and reliable, they used automated techniques to filter certain personal information and sensitive data from its training. Byju's investor consortium moves NCLT against rights issue. 4 investors in Byju's has moved the National Company Law Tribunal against the troubled edtech firm's rights issue, citing suppression of investor rights and mismanagement of the company. Byju's launched a rights issue at a pre-money valuation of $20 million, which stands to dilute the shareholding of non-participating investors by 99%. Byju's said investors had fully subscribed to the rights issue by its parent company Think and Learn Private Limited. The investors have cited several instances of financial mismanagement to support their petition. These include mismanagement that has resulted in Byju's parent company. Investors have also claimed that Byju's undertook several unauthorized corporate action, including the acquisition of Northwest Education by Byju's subsidiary Great Learning. First moon landing by private company, what it means for lunar exploration. Odysseus, a spacecraft built by Intuitive Missions, a 10-year-old company based in Houston, used the Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX to take off from Earth on February 15. The spacecraft carried 6 NASA payloads to the moon. The lander module of Odysseus, called Nova-C, has become the second one after Chandrayaan-3 last year to land in the moon's South Pole region. The landing of Odysseus marks a new beginning in the exploration of the moon, aimed at creating infrastructure and technology ecosystem capable of supporting long-term human presence. Odysseus is the first success of the CLPS initiative. NASA has already contracted 14 space companies for such missions. At least 6 more lunar landings by these companies are scheduled by 2026, the year NASA plans to land the first human beings after the Apollo missions, including one more from Intuitive Missions later this year. So these are the 5 news for today. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications. Do like the video if you found it helpful. Thank you and good luck.